DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it's Monday. Hey, you did make a video on the weekend, did you? Maybe I did on Friday, a little mini spoof. Yeah, it's been a very, very busy weekend. We went to a friend's son's 20th birthday party, and we did things on the Saturday, you know, things around the house and so on. And we came in late, around, I don't know, 2 o'clock on the Sunday night. And we had for the foundation, which I did mention it in the last video probably, we were getting a concert ready for Africa. The group that I'm in, and well, I should say Mrs. DC as well, but I'm like the official member, and basically we're as a couple in it. But so we organized that concert, and there was just a lot of things to do. Luckily, we had people making the food, but you know, you have to help. And I made a movie, which was going to be played along with one of the concert pieces, because there was a small symphony orchestra and so on. And believe it or not, I didn't take any pictures. What? Scandal? No movies, no pictures? Well, I didn't have time for movies. And there was an official photographer who actually takes pictures, and it was going to say, oh, we might have a thunderstorm. Just saw some lightning. An official photographer who actually takes pictures in the same way that I do. What I mean by that is he takes pictures in the RAW format. And the RAW format is the one that I use because I rework the pictures. There it is. Well, actually, that means it was quite a ways away, because between the lightning and yeah, Mrs. DC is looking at me. I can see her coming. Nope, she isn't. And yeah, so it looks like we had a really sunny day, and tonight we're going to have a bit of a thunderstorm. Yeah, so that concert, it was a bit of a disappointment. Not the concert itself. The concert was absolutely fantastic. These were top-notch people. But very few people showed up compared to all the publicity we made. And the other thing I guess one can say is it was a long weekend, like a long holiday weekend. Bad choice. It was the only one we had, though. And the other thing we couldn't, kind of like bittersweet, is that it was a beautiful sunny day. So we could make the meal, because there was a meal after offered by the foundation, so cooked in the African style. So, I mean, it was chicken, and basically, but cooked in that way. We took things that nevertheless people will want to have. But, you know, there was like fried bananas and just different types of things, you know, very hot sauces and stuff. Like people that really like hot sauce, you would have loved this. I mean, this was stuff that took your knickers off. Yeah. It was good. It was very good, actually. Anyway, so there was quite a few things anyway. And but the fact that the weather was just so good means that a lot of people just went off and did something else. So they weren't back in town at 5 o'clock for a concert. Oh, and then you probably know or have heard of Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law, you know, is if something's going to go wrong, it will. So, of course, the week before, 2 weeks before, I had gone and checked how the video worked on the large beamer and the large screen in the church. Yeah, it's coming. And I tested it, of course, just before the concert itself. Well, believe it or not, when I went up to start the video within the concert, as I was supposed to, so this was a 6-minute video that was embedded into an 8-minute music piece, it didn't want to start. It didn't want to start. And it was going on saying, video is not downloaded. And I thought, well, you know, duh, I just did it. And then all of a sudden I realized, luckily these things, which seem like to take forever, happen quickly. What happened is that there was, for one reason or another, there was 2 copies of the video side by side. And one had been downloaded, so to say, because I was working with the iPad, so it came over via the cloud. And one had been downloaded, because I was not online. So one had been downloaded, one had not. And when I had finished playing the demo, I had probably went over to the other one. Luckily, I had the presence of mind to move over to the second one, and then it worked like a charm, like as it was supposed to. Anyway, you know, those are things that sometimes you think of we're always talking about the cloud and everything's online and so on. And then all of a sudden you're not online. And things screw up. You know, you might have like a thumbnail, like I did. The thumbnail was being casted on through the beamer onto the big screen. But that was all. The actual video was not following it. Oh, anyway, you know, like I say, it worked out. And we, nevertheless, with the small crowd, we got quite a bit of money. So that was good because it's going to go for a foundation. And we did make a lot of publicity. So, good stuff nevertheless. Oh. But, you know, it was a big weekend. And today I'm tired. I am, actually. Yeah. I was watching a video earlier. Listening to a podcast earlier from Steve Brown. That'll be something that I'll make a vlog on my own because I already see we're coming up to 6 minutes. And anyway, I don't want to mix the vlogs, but no, it was called Talking the Walk. That's the name of the book that he wrote that came out. And I knew what it was about. And so, like I say, I'll talk about it in another one. Yeah, so overall, it was a good but very tiring weekend. Yeah. If I take, you know, the things that happened last week and everything, and today, oh goodness, I can't go into the actual details, but today I was going through legal, not legal documents, but going through laws, so European laws, trying to find something on a certain subject, and just going through these PDF files, and it was small writing, and I know you can blow them up, and I did, but still, you know, it was just a pain. I even actually have a sore neck, you know, from looking into the screen and so on. So, you know, sometimes, yeah, you know how it is. Sometimes I'm the only one seemingly that knows how to pull these things out, and I did pull some really interesting things out. But you know something, it ends up often being just a bit of playing with Google, knowing how to use keywords. And probably at the end, it's the fact is that I'm basically the English-speaking go-to guy over at work. So, you know, and some would say probably the tech geek as well, which is half true because, of course, we have the computer department, basically the IT department, which probably, they know how to repair things, but they're not the English-speaking guys. They wouldn't be able to go and look up these things, and they're not the scientists either. So, yeah, that's about it. Anything else? Oh, one annoying thing. As you can see, we're on the deck. And Mrs. DC, when I got here, she said, look, and there was like on the side of the deck, like here, two enormous, two turds that were about the width of the deck. So we've been having a cat that's been coming over for a while. And I can't see, there was, there's not bird turds, and it was like the right size for, like a big cat's turd. And so they kind of like climbed up and did their thing. I don't see what else it could be. And like I say, we do know, so annoying, at least if it was our cat. But is the cat marking its territory by doing that? You cat owners, tell me about that. I remember our cat. But she went and did her stuff outside, and I never noticed what was going on. Well, how about the cat owners telling me what's going on here? Okay, everybody, it's just starting to rain, and the storm's coming, which is nice. But I've been talking for 9 minutes, so DC is going to be signing off. Take care, everybody, and all the best. Have a good week. Bye.